The Mapo tofu recipe serves 4. 2 tablespoons dark soy sauce. 2 tablespoons Shaoxing wine or dry sherry. 2 tablespoons fermented chili bean paste. 1 cup lean ground pork. 1 1/4 cup chicken stock. 4 tablespoons vegetable oil. 2 tablespoons ginger grated. 2 garlic cloves minced. 2 green onions, white part sliced thinly. 1 pound tofu, semi-firm. Blanch in hot water for 3 minutes, then cut 1/2 inch cubes. 1 teaspoon Szechuan peppercorn, toasted and cracked finely, or 1 teaspoon ground in spice meal. 2 tablespoons water. 1 tablespoon tapioca powder or cornstarch. 1 teaspoon sesame oil. 1 tablespoon cilantro chopped.
Our next dish is Mapo tofu from the western part of China. In Japan, they call it Mabo tofu. The slight difference between Japanese and Chinese is Japanese traditionally serve it over steamed rice. We're going to begin by describing our ingredients. Here we have our light soy, our Shaoxing wine, our chili bean paste, ground pork, ginger, garlic, green onions, our chicken stock, which will be the basis for our sauce, our tofu, and this is going to be the 3rd layer of our flavors for our dish. We have cilantro, Szechuan peppercorns, and a little sesame oil. We're going to begin by marinating our pork. I'm going to take half of this soy. That's about right. The Shaoxing wine, and the chili bean paste. We're going to mix this nice and get it all mixed in nice and well. All right. This is the first layer of flavor for this dish. I'm going to set this aside for a second. With my chicken stock with the rest of the soy, I'm going to add it to that. So we're soy. Again, our Shaoxing wine. And our chili bean paste. All right. I'm going to go over here to the wok and get this wok nice and hot. It's almost there. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to crank this heat up. This is going to be a quick stir fry. Okay. Our pork. Slide that in. I'm basically going to stir fry this just to break it up, as you can see what it's doing right now. Next, I'm going to add our chicken stock. Ginger. Our garlic. And our green onions. I'm going to let this come to temperature to just about simmering. The pork is practically already cooked through. Our thickening agent will be a cornstarch slurry. And as you know, with cornstarch slurry, your liquid has to be boiling before it can start thickening itself. So we're almost there. While that's coming to temp, I'm going to mix together the cornstarch and the water. Okay, we're coming back to the wok. We can see nice and all those flavors have come together. It's boiling nicely. I'm going to add the tofu next. The tofu is cooked, so basically we're just going to be adding the tofu just till it gets warm. And because the tofu is a pretty fragile product, we don't want to stir it around too much because we don't want to break it up. So I'm going to add the tofu. I'm going to gently stir it around. Again, you don't want to break it up. And this is another reason why for this dish you don't want to use a soft tofu. You want to use a firmer tofu. Although in Japan they do use a soft tofu, but that's again one of the differences in that Japanese style of mabo tofu. They use a softer tofu and it's broken up pieces, whereas Chinese style you'll use a firmer tofu and you have these nice cuts. And again, with the firm tofu, nice cuts, you can show off your knife cuts. Now, as soon as this begins to boil again, then I will add our thickening agent, which again is the cornstarch slurry. We're almost there. This dish is practically almost done. So in this dish, we're doing 3 layers of flavor. The first layer, again, came from our marinade. The second layer came from our chicken stock with the addition of the soy and the Shaoxing wine. All right, it's looking good. Get our cornstarch slurry. Make sure it's mixed well. Right around. And again, gently stirring it. Oh, you can already see that thickening up. That looks wonderful. It's just right. We're going to add the final flavoring. The final flavoring again coming from the cilantro, the Szechuan pepper, and the sesame oil. You're thinking, gosh, that looks like a little, but sesame oil on this dish we just want to use for a flavor. Any more than that would probably overpower the dish and you wouldn't taste anything but sesame oil. Szechuan peppers. That looks just about right. I'm going to shut this off. And now I'm going to add my fresh chopped cilantro. I'm adding the cilantro at the end because I want the flavor to be as pungent and as fresh as possible. If I added it any earlier, I could risk losing as much flavor, and also I don't want it to turn brown. I want vibrant color of the green from the cilantro. And there we go. It's done. Oh, it smells wonderful. Get this out of the way. Put this down. Here you can see, it looks wonderful, doesn't it? You can see how by gently stirring it, we've kept integrity in the shape of the tofu. My mouth is watering just smelling this right now. Okay, and that's it. That's our mapo tofu. Quick and easy. Enjoy.